Okay, so I've opened up the motor. Inside obviously you've got the springs that push the brushes down. What we're going to do is just pop these springs out the way, but put them where you can clip them back easily. So we just clip them down to the bottom there, and clip them down onto the bottom so they're ready to, I say that. There you go. So just clip them onto the side there. Then you can push the brushes back. If you push them just high enough so that they can't let the spring back in as well, it's quite useful. And we just do that with all four. Then that gives you nice clean access to allow us to fit the motor back in. Right, now all the work we do from the top. So one of the first things we want to do obviously is put the screws back in, just making sure you've got the washers on. And what we do is we line these up first. So we'll put these flat down like this, and then we'll offer up the motor from the top. So obviously we find our screw holes, and we offer it up from the top. So you just want to make sure that this is turned correctly as well, because this is adjustable, so this needs to, the top part needs to turn around and obviously marry up with the holes that are in the side here. So just looking through, make sure that you've got the correct hole. So not the smaller ones, you want the ones with obviously the thread through, and you line those up. Clip that in, and then when we offer it up, well, the other way we can do this is we take this cap off, we lift this cap off, and we pop this over the top. Obviously it's magnetic, so it'll be a pain in the backside. Okay, we'll just pop that down for now. Don't worry about the brushes just yet. And we lift this up and we turn it round to where we see the actual screw holes. So underneath, if I press that down, you can see that we can adjust this until you've got the top of the screws. Then you'll need to pop the screws out so that they actually sit where they should, because again with the magnets it makes it difficult, and then when they get in the right place you want to press down on it to make sure that it holds them in place. When they're in place, you flip it over and just screw them. Slightly in. This one I've missed, so I need to lift this back up again slightly, make sure that it's in. And then do the same again, so just lift it up into place, pop that in, just give it a couple of turns so that it's in. Then they're both lined up, they're both in. Then what we do is we come back down to the brush side, so we push the top back in. So we come back to here, and then from the bottom, you'll push all the brushes back in, and then just clip your springs back on. So brushes pushed in, clip your springs back on. Brushes in, springs on. That's all of them. Then push the bottom in like that until it's on properly. Flip it over and tighten them up. When you tighten these up, be careful to tighten them up fairly evenly. So do it until the gap's closed up on one side. Don't shut it completely, and then flip it over and do the same on the other side. Otherwise you'll end up with it going on at an angle. You can go a little bit tight on that side, but then go back and do the other one. Not too tight on these, there's no need. And then you're done, all sorted.